Well, when we looked at the overall function of what made a military, what made a bank a bank, all the functions pointed to, the mechanics pointed to the post office as the central hub, and the shareholders and stakeholders of those corporate entities being the post offices, the central post offices for each country, which was then an umbrella corp for the Shell Corp, which was in Bern, Switzerland. But because they traversed with me in a meeting for 4 hours in 2003, where the closure on the new postal venue was set up on the mechanics of the flag, on the mechanics of the grammar and the structure in which how people would be able to contract as the fiction was supposed to be moved out of the way, they took those connotations and they then used that technology to then delete and cancel all boundaries and borders on planet Earth. When they did that, they started terraforming the planet. And what you're seeing now in our borders from France to the former United States to Mexico, as these birth certificate vessels or people are being transported from point A to point B, they can just let them go through and pass on however they want because there's no guideline structure, number one, to stop them, to give them a designated course to be on for people, because there's no guidelines for these ports of entry, which is EN means no, so no, your ports of no try, to allow people in and out of borders, because the borders are no longer there, because the grammar for the corporate structure that gave claim to where the border is null and void because of the fictitious grammar in violation of Title 18, 1001